Hi there boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Random Geek channel. And today we're going to do another unboxing video. So this is going to be an unboxing slash mini review. What I've got here is the Xiaomi portable electric air compressor. So many moons ago I did do a review on the Bike Tool Pro hand pump. So it was a really fantastic hand pump. It's roughly about 30 Australian dollars I got it for, and it was, yeah, it's an item that's really highly reviewed by cyclists. It's a known brand. However, sometimes you're on the side of the road and you really don't want to be inflating your tires by hand, and particularly if you've got something a bit larger like something like an automobile tire that you want to fill out. So maybe you've got a flat on the side of the road and maybe you don't have an air compressor. So this is going to be like a pretty decent option, and particularly for people who don't want to carry around a large air compressor. This is also a portable one, so it's power operated. It's got rechargeable lithium-ion batteries inside. So this item, it's been around for several years. So you do know that, well, if you didn't know, Xiaomi has gotten rid of their Mi line brand of products. So it's all going to be falling under the Xiaomi brand now. So this product has been highly reviewed over the last couple of years, and pretty much you could pretty much buy it in most places online. But the thing that has changed recently is Xiaomi has gotten to the domestic market in Australia, and you can actually pick this up in Bingli, and you can pick this up in JB Hi-Fi, and pretty much anywhere online really. So you go on Amazon, you go on eBay, you will find this product here, and it roughly retails for about 80 to 90 Australian dollars. So what we're going to do right now is I'm going to open this, and we're going to have a look to see what you get if you buy one of these guys here. So first things first, you will notice that it looks like a giant padlock, and the box is considerably heavy. So I'm assuming this is going to be fully either aluminium or stainless steel, but I will have a look. So in terms of the box, it's just a plain cardboard box. Obviously it's got the Mi logo on top. Looks like a giant padlock really, with just the one button here. Reminds me of the old Apple iPod really, the iPod Classic with the scroll wheel. But yeah, but in terms of this, I believe you do have a cable with a strainer valve and a needle to inflate things like footballs and stuff. But anyway, we're going to open it up. So I've got my little trusty knife here. I'm just going to slide this up here. But before we do that, let's have a look at the back and see what the specs are. So hopefully my camera will focus here. So I'm going to go over to the English here. So that's the model name. So this does come in black. I believe it's also a white model, but I'm not too sure. So rated voltage is 7.4 volts, and the input voltage is 5 volts. So obviously you can charge this by USB, I believe. USB, I think it's micro, but we'll have a look. So a 2000 milliampere hour, so 40.8 watt hours. And in terms of the inflation pressure, so very important here. So you got 0.2 to 10.3 bar. So that equates to 3 to 150 psi. So quite a high psi rating. So you can have no issues inflating car tires with this item here. So if you've got a bike or a scooter or like a EUC or something like that, this is going to be perfect. So in there, so what you're going to get is the air compressor, a compressor valve adapter. I wasn't expecting that, and the compressor valve, and the charging cable, storage pouch, and then user manual. So let's have a look. See what we've got here. So rechargeable. You can set the actual pressure. So it's got it measures the actual pressure in the tire, so digital tire pressure, and also the actual bar readings on the side. And so obviously for bike tires, motorbike tires. So if you've got a motorbike, you can also use your car tires, and you can inflate balls. So if you've got a basketball or like a soccer ball or whatever, you should be able to charge it. Anyway. So I'm expecting a pretty meager box here, because pretty much all Xiaomi products are pretty much basic products here. And all you really get is this giant charger here. Alright, so you got your user manual. So pretty much, I think that's a quick side of warranty. It's a warranty card. and obviously a manual here in I think 6 languages and how it actually operates. So I'm assuming in here you're going to get the power fit all your cables and just make sure I haven't missed anything. Alright, so I'm going to put that aside. So I'm assuming this is just a charging cable and probably the needle that you're going to be using. Okay, so you got the needle, that's for your balls. Assuming that's an adapter for your pressure valve, I believe. So I think this is a straighter valve up the top, and you can convert it to a pressure valve if you need to. So if you have a certain bike tire that or tube that only takes the pressure valve, you can use that instead. And you got a nice little carry case. So this is a fabric carry case, drawstring. It's pretty nice. But anyway, so these things are really cheap. Alright, so what you're gonna get, so we're gonna just pull off the top fit here. And I don't think it's charged at all. So that's the best part of opening any charging cable. So in terms of the actual build, it's actually really heavy, but I thought this was gonna be, so it's, yeah, so this is aluminium. It's not a brushed aluminium, but it's actually quite strong and sturdy. It is really hefty to the touch, so I'm guessing this is probably, I'm not sure what the weight is, but it is quite heavy. Charging cable on the bottom here. So micro USB, old-fashioned micro USB, but at 2000 milliamp hours, it's going to be really, it's not going to be too much of a hassle. Warning label, not, alright, so this is telling you to use, read the manual and be careful when you use air compressors. Alright, so that's all there really is to it. Very sturdy. It really does look like a padlock here. I'm assuming one of these sides actually comes out. So what we're going to do is I'm going to charge this thing up first, and then I'll show you how to use it. I did have a warning on my Model 3 that one of the tires were running low, so I thought I'll actually open this for once, and rather than pull out my standard air compressor, I will use this instead. So to remember that this only does either, I think, straighter or pressure, and also within the needles you can inflate balls. So if you've got something like a Coleman, that's not going to be compatible because they use proprietary valves and adapters there. So if you've got an inflatable Coleman bag, this isn't going to work. So if you are going camping and you've got an inflatable bed or whatever, and you've got a Coleman, use a Coleman air compressor, but this ain't going to cut it. But for anything else, this is going to work really nicely. Anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm going to charge it up, and I'm going to go out to the garage, and we're going to see how this works. Okay, be right back. Okay guys, so we're back. So I finished charging the air compressor. So I'm sorry about the noise outside. There's a bit of construction actually going on, even though it is late during the evening, they're still going at it. So in terms of the air compressor, we're going to go through some things that I did miss while I was unboxing the little pump here. So first things first is nicely constructed, full on brush aluminium. On the sides, you've got your heat vents here, and that's to obviously dissipate heat, because these things can get quite hot. In terms of the screen, so it's an LED screen, it's nice and bright. This automatically turns on once you pull out the compressor cable on the top. So before we go through that, charging port on the bottom, so that's micro USB I believe, yeah, so it's an old-fashioned, only charges up to 5 volts, 2 amps, so 10 watts only. Slow charging, but once again, it's only a 2000 milliamp hour battery. In terms of the scroll wheel here, it's not really a scroll wheel, it's got a 4-directional pad here. So this is the on and off button, but the pump automatically turns on when you to release the air pump on the top here. So it's fitted with a straighter pump straight off the bat on the bottom. But if you do need a pressure, it does come with a pressure adapter, which you saw earlier. So button here is the mode button, and that changes if you want to do bar or PSI. There's a little light switch here, so there's a light right here, if you can see it. So there's a light here. So if you working around in the middle of the dark, or you're on the side of the road and you need like a basic light, you can turn that on. To increase the pressure up and down is these two buttons here. And the great thing about this one is it automatically turns on. So also when you're charging, there's a small LED light right where my finger is, and that will change color depending on the charge level. So if it's red, it's telling you you need to charge. If it's orange, you are under 50%, and if it's white, it's above 50%. So at the moment, and when you plug in the cable, it will flash white. So it'll blink on and off when it's charging, and it will turn a solid white when it's fully charged. So what I'm going to do is I'm doing this with one hand. So I'm out in the actual garage now. So I've got my Tesla Model 3. I've been getting the warning that it's got a not a flat tire, but the pressure's getting quite low. So this is the Michelin Pilot Sport Force, which is on your standard Model 3. And the pressure in these tires are relatively high. So I think this is, so you will start getting a warning in the car if it goes below, I think 39 PSI, which is in comparison to a standard car is relatively high already. Given that this car weighs 1.7 tons, I can understand why I want the pressure so high, and also it increases the range of the vehicle. However, it does make the ride a bit firm. So what a lot of drivers will do is reduce the pressure in their tires. However, I've done that, but I'm still getting that stupid warning in the car, and you can't change the recommended pressure level in the actual tires. And I'm tired of seeing that warning. So what I'm going to do is we're going to shoot this up, and we're going to inflate these tires to the recommended 42 PSI that Tesla recommends for these tires. Anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this camera off, and we're going to pull out the plug, and I'll show you how it sounds. Alright, hi guys. So we're back. So I have attached it to the tire. So the Michelin Pilot Sport Force, they max out at 50 PSI. So the good thing about this pump is it automatically measures the actual pressure in the tire when you connect the valve, and the air is actually flowing through the hose. So I haven't turned it on yet. This unit automatically turns on when you pull out the plug, and the plug locks in there. It's quite easy to actually unplug. So the thing is, I believe that the actual pressure in the tire is slightly higher than 38, and that's because it's pretty cold during the evening, and air actually compresses when the temperature drops. However, I am going to inflate this to 42 because even when the tires heat up, the maximum pressure in these tires can go up to 50 PSI, so I'm not too worried about overflating it. So what we're going to do is we're going to set this all the way up to 42, and I think we'll just press the on button. And there we go, it's going off. As you can see, it is pretty loud, but it is doing the job quite well. So all the way up to 39. Okay, so we're back. So the air compressor has done its job. So as you can see on the screen, it's at 41 PSI. So I did set it to 42, but what this air compressor does is it will pump your tires up to the specified level and then wait, and the pressure in the tire will settle down. So this is just slightly under 42 PSI, which is okay because at the moment it's currently pretty cold in the garage at the moment. Air in tires will contract and compress at lower air temperatures, but once you start driving in your vehicle, the tire pressures will even out. So the air will actually heat up and the pressure will be slightly higher than the 41 psi that I have currently at the moment. So I'm not too concerned because the Pilot Spot 4s are rated up to 50 psi. So even if I overflate these, even with heavy driving, I'll probably get up to 42, 43, 44 maybe psi when driving in hot weather. So I'm not too concerned. And also for those who drive Teslas, you do know that it takes about 10 minutes before the air pressure monitors actually starts reading, and that's because it waits for the tire to heat up. Anyway, in terms of the pump, I think this is a fantastic little pump. So this is about 80 to 90 Australian dollars. You can get this online cheaper. So when you think about it, so you can probably get it for under 60 US dollars. Very good construction. It is a little bit noisy. I was expecting it to be that noisy, but it is quieter than your regular air compressor. So this is definitely a really good option if you do want a smaller electrical pump that you can throw in the glove box or in your bag when you're riding. So if you're a bike rider or you ride a motorbike, or if you ride an electric scooter or an EUC, this is going to be perfect. You're going to throw this in your backpack and you won't worry about being on the side of the road, trying to fix a tire and using a hand pump. So this is also an option for those guys who don't want to buy the Tesla repair kit. So the tire repair kit is pretty much an air compressor, which does air and slime through at the same time. As you can see, it actually turns off. So if you haven't used it in about 3 minutes, the pump will automatically turn off itself. So all you gotta do is turn it back on, is press this button here. It should do its job, unless it's flat. Now here we go, it's actually on again. Also, if you want to see what the light looks like, so if you need like an emergency light, maybe you're riding in the middle of the dark, that's what it looks like. Anyway, really good pump, very well constructed. Remember, it comes with a straighter connector on the hose, but you do get a pressor adapter in the box. So if you're riding a bike, or if it has a tube that has a pressor connector, you're well suited there, as long as you don't lose that adapter there. Anyway, what I'm going to do, I'm going to give this a big thumbs up. I'm liking it. It is very well constructed and it weighs a lot heavier than it looks. So I reckon this is probably about 2 pounds, probably, so about 1 kilo, which I wasn't expecting to. It's about the size of slightly larger than a box of cigarettes. But yeah, so definitely an option. What I'm going to do is unplug here and do the other tires. But as for my little mini review, I'm going to give this a big thumbs up. This is a Random Geek recommend. Anyway guys, I'll see you guys in the next video, and cheers.